zombie apocalypse sweeping over Eastern Europe. Specifically, a place named Chernerus. We're on a beach, or in the woods, or near a suburban or urban area. We have nothing but some bandages, a simple glow stick, and a piece of fruit. How do we survive? How do we live? How do we fight our way out of this apocalypse? That's what these two experiences puts us through. But which one executes and presents these questions better? Was a more rounded, entertaining experience in this modern era of gaming? Arma 3 Survival is like a painting that an artist has slaved away at creating. A perfect, smooth experience from a curator of the art that he or she is pouring every part of themselves over to create and refine. It runs smoothly, has ambience that is unmatched in basically any other zombie game, and has an inventory and crafting system that is refined, neat, and well made. But it takes time to build everything up. It's an experience that demands attention, time, and lots of effort. This isn't the case with a lot of modern DayZ modded servers. Your Perceptions, Project Chernos, Sunnyvales, your fast-paced, quite action-packed experiences that don't need to be introspected. The only thing you really need to think about or struggle with is retaining your gear, keeping your base secure, and the minutiae involved with that. This is not nearly the same with Arma 3 Survival. It's a slow burner with goals that are hard to achieve off the bat. This can be satisfying, but very frustrating and sometimes annoying. A reason that games like Tarkov and DayZ have become such successes is because of their balance. Yes, it's hard to get gear and achieve success in the world of the game, but it's incredibly thought out and curated. Arma 3 Survival is somewhat curated in that sense, but unfortunately incredibly slow to get into. Materials are few and far between, and in order to achieve the survival part of Arma 3 Survival, you must discover an abundant amount of tools, resources, and other kinds of materials in order to build up a base or anything worth defending. Although this is the case, it's, as I said, an incredibly atmospheric experience. This is what DayZ Vanilla could learn from, and even modded. The original game aimed for a desolate environment, ruined and decrepit. They failed, however, but this mod, Arma 3, doesn't. It genuinely feels like you're in an apocalypse. The gorgeous visuals, the music, the sound design, the crafting, and the atmosphere in general. It feels real and dramatic, almost orchestral. However, it doesn't have that action, that player base, and that series of interactions that are in DayZ's mods and DayZ Vanilla. It's exciting, it's quick, it's frantic. Arma 3 Survival is slow, calculated, but more balanced. So what does that mean for the quality of both games? Well, simply that they're different. Also, Arma 3 Survival evidently doesn't have enough players. Every time I've played, there have only been a handful of players on the server at best, for around 15 to 20 at peak moments, peak times. This brings the mod down, and I wish this wasn't the case. I think a simple switch to the A3 launcher would improve this, but who knows if that will ever happen. The knowledge of how to jump into the game is also scarce, which probably makes the chance of more players joining even lower. I didn't know how to actually join the server and set up the mods, and I tried joining a few times and couldn't figure out how to do it until I watched a video, and in passing I realized that you had to load it from Arma 3 itself, not the external Arma 3 launcher. I can't know for sure, but with more players it could become a more fun, exciting, and even, dare I say, perfect experience if more people played. I don't believe it would suffer like the DayZ mods do. DayZ modded can be cluttered too quick, too unbalanced, and has no atmosphere, and more players means more bullshit, really. Best experiences of the atmosphere becoming better than vanilla in the mods are the maps. Your Namalsk, Barrington, Essaker. These are amazing additions and they're hard to judge. This is something that Arma 3 Survival doesn't have. I believe it only runs on churners. They make the game more intense, these new maps, fresh, and feel like a step in the right direction. Some items make the game a more accessible experience as well, along with being more diverse and possibly uncanny in a sense. However, the problem with DayZ mod is that sometimes it can just become too much. Like I said, the popular servers become this ridiculous hierarchy of geared hordes of players, and there's just too many people online that can just easily kill you. They'll take you out from nowhere, destroy you in events, and will most definitely outnumber you even if you're with a trio. It's ridiculous and it just spoils the game and the experience. There aren't too many experiences that balance vanilla and mods. There are some, don't get me wrong, but they also have issues and do also have these issues as well in a way. So, which one is better? Well, it's a really difficult one actually. DayZ Modded kind of has that raw DayZ experience, but a lot more difficult and with a lot more items and a lot more players, and that hierarchy, as I mentioned, makes it just completely unfair. So it's more fast-paced and heavy, but you're probably gonna die from something stupid, you know? Whereas Arma 3 Survival feels more balanced in a sense, not with item spawns really, and not really with materials, but with the realism of it and how, you know, the crafting basically essentially makes it much more of a real, refined experience as opposed to Arma 3 Modded. Also the gear and just the amount of ridiculous guns present in DayZ Modded just makes it not feel real, which is something that's not apparent in Arma 3 Survival, therefore making it feel more real and more like this could actually happen. Even though this is the case, I genuinely can't decide with this one, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Maybe it will help me come to a decision as to which one is better. Who knows, probably it will help me do that. Either way, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have started a Patreon if you guys want to support me more and want something extra. Obviously, it's not mandatory at all. It's just something extra. Either way, I really appreciate the support. We're almost at 200 subs, which doesn't sound like a lot, but just the amount of growth I've gotten in the last few months is absolutely freaking amazing. Now that I sit here and think about it, thank you guys so much. I don't know, it's just insane. Wake up every day and there's been some sort of growth, and it's just like, what? It's mental. I do put a lot of work into my videos, and I try to make them as rounded and just as quality as I can. So that definitely means a lot that you guys appreciate that, and that you guys tune in. So yeah, thank you guys again. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'm out.